We're good.
Okay.
Theme music.
Add in music later.
What are you doing?
Add in music post-production, Jesse.
I am. We're gonna add it in tomorrow. Don't fucking worry.
Are you
about it.
really?
Yeah. We're gonna
Alright.
edit this at school, bro.
I feel like
Hey, work order?
yeah, sure.
Work order, yeah.
Sure, Brett's gonna be okay. Hey, Brett, can we edit our podcast?
And count it as a school project?
It's we should have done it at school. Then we could have done it with, like the stream team.
Stream.
The extreme stream team.
Wait, so are we going already?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh.
Oh
so
wow.
This is the Fallcast. This is a very professionally produced podcast that definitely didn't have an episode recorded like a year ago that we just never released. And,
Live from Oregon.
What?
Oregon?
What?
Oregon.
Jesse, are you okay?
I don't
Live
know
from
any cities in Oregon.
Oregon. Why'd you say Oregon?
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anyways, Fallcast with your favorite Fallcast members who haven't posted in like 10 million years. I don't know if anyone who's even subscribed to our channel. I think like Jerry's the only one who's subscribed.
Jerry, my man.
Hey, do you want to change Guilty Frog to just Fallcast Official?
What?
Yeah,
Still the
'cause Je- 'cause
Fallcast
Gil-
channel.
yeah, change the name, Jesse.
To the Guilty Frog to the Fallcast Official? Because we have
Sure,
the
we
we have the fragment on there. So
How is Jerry ever gonna see this?
I'll send him a link through Messenger.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Because he was like, last time I spoke to him, which was like when we left school, he was begging for some content, and we never released any.
Was he like actively watching,
I mean, I guess.
following the channel?
What?
What?
Literally like the other. When was this? Like Monday. He sent me a bunch of pictures of bread stapled to trees.
What?
What? Is that it?
That's it. That's all he did. He sent me like 20 pictures of bread stapled to trees, and I'm like, why? And then he's just like, this is my favorite subreddit, and then never responded. And I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, I think
and
you
then
showed me that.
never said anything else.
You showed me that?
That's great.
Fucking love it.
Oh my god. Anyways, on to our first topic of the podcast. A very well focused and organized podcast. ECS Season 4 finals are coming up in Mexico, Cancun, with a prize pool of, I think, $750,000. Don't quote me on that. You know, we're supposed to know these things, but just that's what I think it is.
Isn't
It's in the-
Cancun in Florida?
No, it's in Mexico. It's in the place of Jewish people.
Jesse's geography's been shaky.
It's been a little shaky.
Live from Portland.
My homeland.
Portland?
Or Oregon.
Is that
Yeah,
Oregon?
Portland, Oregon.
Live from Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Because we
My
don't know
favorite.
any cities in Oregon.
Nope. Is Oregon even a state? I don't know.
Is it? Man, we're smart. Hey, we're
You tell me.
college students. We're college students. We know our facts.
God.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah. this-
ECS finals
quiet.
on Cancun, Florida.
Mexico.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Does this mean anything to me?
Not to you, but it might to Drew.
Yeah, it does mean stuff to me.
Okay.
Mexico's my city.
Who's competing in this tournament?
And well, let's go through the groups. All right. First off, in Group A, we have an extremely stacked group here. We've got Fnatic, Luminosity, Mouse Sports, and Optic. It's kind of a trash group, actually.
Nah.
It's very
No?
bad. It's,
No, that's like the top 10 teams, right?
No. Drew, no one likes you.
is Luminosity a #1 team because Cello?
No, that's not how that works. He played 5 maps on land. That's why his rating's like that.
He's a solid player though.
Yeah. I'd still consider Yell to be their best player, though.
Uh-huh.
I think he just kind of had a bad.
Who's main offer?
Yell.
Okay.
Why are all the best Brazilian players that aren't on SK like oppers?
I don't know.
So like they can basically never get on SK.
But KNG's not an offer.
He was,
KNG is an
though.
offer.
He was an offer, Jesse.
But Henny.
Yeah, they
He's
threw it
an offer.
around. They just switched when they felt like it.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do now. On the
It was actually kind of sick, dude. They got to a major final that way.
they did do that.
Okay.
I mean, they had a kind of easy path. They beat big MVP. Anyways, that's beside the point. That's
Hey,
not what
Hey,
we're talking
VP
don't throw
in Poland. VP in Poland.
Hey, Big beat SK in a best of 1.
about. No one cares. Anyways,
I care.
so we got Group A here with Luminosity, Fnatic, Mouse Sports, and Optic. It's kind of a weak group. Definitely the weaker group out of the tournament. And personally, my thoughts are, I think, actually I don't know. Even though it is a weak group, it is a very close group. The teams are in there are all weak, sort of. Like I wouldn't call anyone from this group to win the tournament, but they're all very close together, I would actually say. You can maybe argue that Luminosity is just kind of on a level below all of them, but still, I think they can perform to this level and take one, maybe two best of 1 upsets and get out of the group easily.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I definitely think that my choice would be probably like Flipside to come out of this group strong. I don't know. I think that they're gonna do really well.
You mean Fnatic?
Oh, that's what I mean.
I didn't know if you were doing some joke, or you just genuinely forgot the names.
We'll get back to Flipside later.
We will get back to Flipside later, but
Flipside's
not
very
now.
important to us right now.
Best team in the world. But yeah, I'll personally take Fnatic and Mouse Sports to come out of this group. Just kind of go the safe side, I guess. I don't know.
What are we discussing?
Who do we think is gonna get out of Group A?
Oh, hold on. I have to look at Group A.
Have
Oh,
you
I
been
have-
paying attention?
I have Inca Warriors fighting me at the moment.
So the answer is no, you haven't been.
Are they protecting me? I can't tell. Yeah, I think they are.
What?
He's
What?
playing Civ.
Oh, yeah. I could see Optic beating Fnatic also. I don't know. I feel like it'll be between them two.
I think Fnatic's the surefire one to get through. I mean, I wouldn't say surefire, but I think they're the most likely to get through. But I think it's between Optic and Mouse Sports who gets that second spot. I think Mouse Sports is gonna take it.
Okay. I could see that.
I agree.
Optic's been kind of inconsistent lately. Ever since, what happened last December?
What?
Wasn't it
No.
about this time last year?
That's a completely different team, Drew.
I know. But it's the same organization.
No, but that doesn't. You can't count that. It's a completely different team. Only one of the players from that lineup is still on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Ben, who you got coming through this group?
Phew. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Ben?
Let's see. Yes. Yes. What?
Who's going through the groups?
Who's going through?
Give me a sec. I gotta look.
It's very
So that-
professional.
Fnatic, Optic.
Fnatic and Optic. That's kind of what I thought you'd pick. Jesse, who you got coming?
Through Group A?
Yeah.
Group A, yeah.
What
Well-
horrible seating.
The seating was done with the online results.
Okay. Had Australis had Device and had they will have Steel this tournament, yeah.
Yeah, they will have Steel.
Okay. Yeah, this garbage seating.
Okay, so At ESL Pro League, Luminosity beat Hellraisers. And
They also beat Liquid.
And because of that, I'm saying Luminosity.
They
And,
beat you.
I mean, they could make it through, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Luminosity makes it through.
Basically.
And Fnatic. I'll say Fnatic as a safe.
Taking the Swedes. Are we all taking the Swedes?
We're all
I think
taking
we
the
are.
Swedes.
Yeah, I think we're all taking this.
Oh,
Colin,
taking the
Colin
Swedes.
would be disappointed.
Then me and Ben.
There was no
have,
American groups in the group either.
Yeah, that's true. All right. And in Group B, much more stacked group, we have Australis, Cloud9, FaZe Clan, and Team Liquid facing off against each other. It's a much stronger group. I think definitely the winner of this tournament will come through this group. But yeah, basically every team in Group B is at least in the top 10, whereas all the other teams are teams you'd expect to see like a DreamHack or a smaller event, maybe have a good chance of winning there, but none of them you'd really call to win an elite level tournament like this.
Who's going first?
I mean, I'll go first in this one. I personally think that FaZe Clan is the clear favorite to get out of this group. I mean, you have a weakened Australis, and Cloud9 hasn't matched up well with them every single time they've played them. The only team that's played close to them is in this group is Liquid, but even then, Liquid hasn't been able to really take a win off of them, so I'm not very confident in saying that they'd be able to go through first.
There's very few people who have taken.
Yeah. Australis with Device maybe could, but
Yeah.
they don't have Device at this turn. They're going to be playing with Rubino. Obviously,
this
Device is
is
still having those.
Are they playing with Rubino or are they playing
Yeah, they're
with
playing with Rubino.
Okay. Honestly, I'd rather them play with Zonic.
Sonic than Rubino?
Yeah, I mean, Rubino's... I feel like Zonic probably has a better idea of the system, and them being such a tactical team. It plays a factor into it. I mean, you throw some Norwegian guy who hasn't played Tier 1 CS in a year.
True.
He did decent at ESL Pro League, yeah. But he was on, most of the time, from what I can tell from just glancing at the stats, he was at the bottom of the board with Glaive 70% of the time. And I would say Zonic probably would be as well, but I feel Zonic has an edge because
Would have a better impact on the team.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Charlotte's going to be playing once again with Zonic, so I'm going to take FaZe to go through as my favorite, top the group, and for my number 2, I think it's definitely going to be between Cloud9 and Liquid. I wasn't really impressed by Astralis' sewing at EPL with Rubino that much either, so I don't think they have likes to take down Cloud9 and Liquid with their new roster.
Well, sadly, Liquid's not playing with Zeus, who is better than Nico and Rain.
Yeah, that's true.
By far. By far.
He killed them both in one round, right? Like
With the CZ.
With the CZ, yeah.
Same clip.
Clearly better.
Much better players. I don't know why Zeus coaches. I guess he just does it because it'd kind of be unfair if he played. But, you know. But anyways, I'm going to edge the favor towards Liquid. I think they have a stronger roster with the Steel being implemented. They might not make it through because, you know, he's still a new player and they've only played one LAN with him, so might still be working out the kinks there. But I'll edge it like 60-40 for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I would definitely go with FaZe Clan being the favorite in this group too.
I think most people would.
Yeah, with having like Nico, Rain, Olaf, Guardian, and then Kerrigan calling, that's a pretty overpowered team. And then I'd say my second would also be Liquid, because I think Cloud9, while they're a very good team, I don't know that they would be able to take off Liquid. They could probably beat Australis with their sit-in because Device is out currently. But I would say that it'd be FaZe Clan number 1, and then Liquid 2.
Okay.
All right, now, Ben, do you want to have a go at us for picking Liquid?
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I just don't have any sort of edge over a team who's had the rosters for longer than a couple of weeks. They've only played one LAN with a steal.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that? Blast Pro Series?
Yeah, it was Blast Pro. No,
Yeah.
no. Wait, was it?
I
Yeah.
can't even remember.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was Blast Pro Series.
Yeah, it was.
And I think Steele's a good player, but I'm not sure what he brings to the table that Stanislav didn't.
No, they
maybe
weren't
it's-
at Blast. It was what was Epicenter?
Yeah, maybe it was Epicenter. That sounds about right.
No, it was Oakland.
No,
We're
Epicenter
all
was
done.
Bolts with
It was
us.
Oakland.
Yeah, I am Oakland.
Oakland was their first LAN. And they took some wins off there.
They did,
and
they
then
did, but
had close losses.
I'm just, I don't know. I mean, what was the reason they dropped Stanislav in the first place? If you read his Twitter post, there seems just to be so many internal problems with Liquid.
I think it was more of a issue with his calling style. I don't think the players meshed very well with his calling style.
Yeah, I guess so. I know, but it's difficult to kick an IGL.
It
really
is.
puts you in a weird predicament.
Well, I mean, in Liquid's case, it's not as bad because they already had Nitro transition.
Who was-
to IGL
yeah, he
role
did.
before Stan even got removed.
Which is a conversation all its own. Who
Yeah.
knew all it took for Liquid to be a competing team was to make Nitro IGL.
Yeah, that's a bit of an odd move, but it worked out for them.
Yeah, it did. It actually did work out. I did mention that. But I don't know. I feel like they need a little LAN experience to actually be considered, you know, beating Cloud9 or beating FaZe or. I feel they could. I feel they could easily take Australis, or I wouldn't say, but they can take Australis. There's no.
Well, I mean,
Australis
I won't argue with you that Cloud9 isn't a strong team. They are. But I think they're on the level that, sure, yeah, Cloud9 is a strong team, and I would expect them to make the playoffs of this tournament had the groups been seeded properly and, you know, have a good shout to go to the finals. But the thing is, Cloud9 is a good team, but I don't think they are quite on that elite level where they couldn't be upset by a team, you know?
But who would you say is on that elite? FaZe, SK, and that's it?
No, I don't think Australis gets too upset too often when they actually have
well,
their full
okay,
roster.
so with I would say that. I would agree with that, yeah. So you just want to go with the big three or the true tier 1 CS? Because I mean, yeah, and then everybody else is a tier lower. I guess you could say
I wouldn't
Virtus
say tier, but I would say more of like elite level.
elite level, yeah. Because I would count Liquid and Cloud9 to be tier 1 CS,
Yeah.
but it's not elite CS. In a
In
sense.
quotes, elite.
Elite. I'm gonna
Okay,
build a
so
library.
What's your Group B picks?
Did you not say them already?
No.
Did I not say mine?
No, you
Oh,
went
I
off
mean,
on a
FaZe
rant
Cloud9.
about
So,
Stanislav.
FaZe Cloud9.
FaZe Cloud9. Okay.
FaZe Cloud9. No, you have two big roster changes in two teams. The FaZe and Cloud have best solid rosters. Don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So, if you look on HLTV at FaZe's best map, or like in quotes best map, Overpass.
I think it's is it? Yeah,
It's
it might be
Overpass,
it's
okay.
Overpass or
They
Inferno.
have 10 wins
No,
and
it's
2 losses.
Okay.
The only
the
two
two-
losses are to SK.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I was about to say. The
I
2
know.
losses are to SK, and SK's not here, so they're just gonna roll over. So, FaZe,
Well, yeah,
And-
but teams will ban pass.
yeah, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna roll over them.
Cloud9 or Liquid might give it to them, honestly, though. They both like that map.
I feel like Liquid could take him on it because Liquid beat Astralis on it when Astralis.
Yeah, that was a
really,
while
really good
ago.
on it. Yeah, but it was a while ago with a different lineup. Which I feel like Cloud9 is getting more in the groove of their lineup right now. So that's why I'm saying Cloud9.
Nice.
Alright, let's do just another prediction here for ECS. We've already predicted our groups. But who do you guys have taken the whole thing? I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure we all have the same pick, but you know,
Yeah.
might as well ask it anyways.
I'm looking
You
at
take
the
FaZe plan.
yeah. I was about to say I'm looking at the thing, and we all picked FaZe. So.
Yeah. We all have FaZe going through and winning the tournament. And if they don't take it, I think Liquid might be able to. If they have the performance.
We'll see. We'll see.
But I would definitely call FaZe the heavy favorite.
Oh, easily, dude.
I'd like Cloud9 to win, but who knows?
I think it depends.
Okay, calling it now. FaZe is gonna go out in the quarterfinals to Luminosity, and then Cloud9 is gonna beat Luminosity.
Cloud9 is gonna lose the Luminosity.
Yeah, that's how that works.
That's how it's gonna work. Luminosity's gonna win it all, guys. Luminosity's gonna win it all.
Cloud9 will like 2-0 Fnatic, like 16-2, and then FaZe will lose a narrow fashion to Luminosity, and then Luminosity will wreck Cloud9.
Yes.
That's kind of how that tends to go.
I want to go on esports pools and go ahead and bet that.
Are you?
Yep.
I feel like it could be a tournament where FaZe could roll over everyone and just absolutely destroy, or they could,
sure.
or they could get upset. I highly doubt they'll get upset, but we've seen them get upset in tournaments like this.
Yeah.
But when was the last time?
I
think
Epicenter?
against Gambit.
Yeah.
Or,
I
Yeah,
think
and
no,
then-
it's Virtus Pro.
No.
yeah, it was
Gambit
Virtus
beat
Pro.
him. Gambit beat him.
No, Virtus Pro beat him.
No. I think they only lost the best of
They
the
lost the
one, didn't
map to
They,
Gambit.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
lost
the
the
best
map
of
to
it.
Gambit, which was
They lost
crazy
the best
because
of 3 to VP.
that was the first map that they lost, and then they lost to VP, but VP was like amazing at that tournament.
Yeah, it's a very few.
they
It's usually about
didn't-
1 or 2
they
tournaments per year.
They didn't do amazing at Blast either.
They did not do amazing at Blast. No. Who did they lose to at Blast? Who did they lose to?
It
That
was
knocked.
a
I think they tied North or something, and that made it to where they didn't go through.
Yeah.
they did okay at ESL.
FaZe is your number 2 team in the world, but they're inconsistent because they rely on skill more so than
Yeah,
tactical play. Which I mean, nothing wrong with that.
yeah, especially when you have the lineup that they have. But
exactly.
you're still gonna have underperformances sometimes. But still, underperformances for them is probably still at least making the play.
Oh yeah.
Because you only have to rely on 1 or 2 of those players to show up, and they still have a very good chance of going very far in that tournament.
Yeah.
All right, moving along to the next topic, we have.
I'm gonna run grab a drink.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna stall for time here. Well, Jesse runs and goes, gets a drink. Very professional here at the Fallcast Podcast here. You know what, Drew?
Ooh, I just got an
Fallcast
embassy set up.
Podcast.
The Fallcast Podcast. Do you not like that name?
Fallcast Podcast.
I think it's cute.
It's cute. What do you mean?
I think it's cute.
I think it's cute.
You're just trying to tell me you don't like it without.
No, I'm not saying that.
All right.
You have a
I
problem with the
wanna
Fallcast Podcast?
No,
Yeah, what's wrong with Fallcast Podcast?
Yeah, Fallcast Podcast.
Fallcast Podcast.
it
Catchy.
just sounds funny.
Yeah, Fallcast Podcast. I don't see a problem with it at all.
Okay.
Okay, Jesse's back. So we're moving on to our next topic, which isn't Counter-Strike related. It is our top 3 games of all time. So you guys can learn a little bit about us, I guess. So who wants to go first at this?
Hold on, say it again. I'm 7.
top 3 games of all time.
Oh, somebody
just
joined?
Who is it?
What?
Who joined?
Eli.
How did Eli join?
Hey guys, how's it
Hey.
going?
Going good. We're in the middle of a podcast.
Oh, it looks like I just came just in time.
Not exactly.
I know, so don't worry, guys. The start of the show is here. All right.
Well, Whatever. We'll just keep going. All right. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. top 3 games of all time. Then, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
All right.
Okay. Numero uno, probably Counter-Strike. I would have to go with that. It's the raw, uncut cocaine of shooters.
It is though.
It's the perfect.
No
it's the perfect.
No matter how much you hate it, you have to come back.
It
like
really
an abusive
is.
boyfriend.
It really is, dude. It's the perfect video game I've ever played. It feels like an extension of myself.
Does it?
I might be a little dramatic, but
Yeah.
And then I guess my favorite single-player game would have to. My favorite RPG.
Would have to be your voice cut out.
The Witcher 3.
Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3. And then, I guess my wild card choice would be Minecraft. Oh man, I don't know. Minecraft, maybe GTA. It's
May I go next?
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Top 3 games.
Top 3. Definitely. First would be Minecraft.
Okay.
It was actually like one of the first games I started playing like on a computer. Definitely, or at least like it was probably one of the biggest games that the biggest game that I started playing on the computer. Back in middle school, actually. And the second one is actually you can play it like with another person, but it's pinball, That's the pinball game. No, I mean pinball is actually really like fun. Like if you really get into it.
Space Pinball 3D.
Yeah. Like on the classic computers.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. And third one, I'm actually gonna have to go with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I played that a lot.
I can dig it.
Yeah, that would be like my top 2.
But over Counter-Strike though.
I don't like Counter-Strike. I mean, newer ones. Like definitely, it's one of my top newer games that's come out, or most recent games. But like NW2 and Minecraft.
Just the memories.
And
you
even
have
pinball. Yeah. Like growing up. Because I played video games a lot more back then than I do now. So, but like now would probably be like CSGO. Probably honestly Rocket League. Like how simple Rocket League is and how fun it is, especially when you're playing with friends. Like it's amazing and crazy. Like those probably be like my top 2 games right now. But all time, pinball, Modern Warfare 2, and Minecraft.
Well, here I'll go next, I guess. But obviously, favorite game of all time. It's this little indie shooter called Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Probably you guys haven't heard of it before. Not many people have.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard of that.
It's a bit underground.
It is a little underground. But just such a great game. No matter however much I hate it in a given day, I'll always come back to it because I hate myself, I guess. But it's about the progression in the game, I guess. It's there isn't any actual like level progression like you would see in like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, but it's just the progression of skill that you can see happening, in yourself. That makes it so fun to play and so fun to realize you're getting better at the game. It's just a great, all-around great game. My second favorite game of all time would probably have to be Red Dead Redemption 2. Just, it's a great game. It's runs on the same engine as GTA, so it has a very similar gameplay feel to that. And just the story, it is crafted so much better than most games out there. And just the way the atmosphere of just the entire world that Rockstar crafts in that game is amazing. And for my third, it would probably have to be Halo 3. Halo 3 was basically one of the games I grew up with. It's probably one of my favorite shooters outside of Counter-Strike.
Right.
And it's my favorite Halo by far. I just have memories of going Xbox Live with my friends and playing custom games. and the campaign's great too and everything. It's
Right.
probably one of the last great co-op campaign shooters out there.
All right. Was that your number 3? Halo
That was
3?
my number 3.
All right. You know, it's crazy. I actually have never played a Halo game. Ever.
What?
Yeah,
Even
I
even
grew up
played it.
on the PlayStation side. I never got an Xbox
Yeah.
until like later on. And you know, by that, like Halo Reach came out, I think, after I got an Xbox 360. But you know, like I never bought it. I thought about it, but I actually, never played a Halo game.
That's great.
And a honorable mention that I like to say was actually a Counter-Strike Source, because that was like the first Counter-Strike that I've ever played, and I played so much Jailbreak, like on the community servers, like it was insane, you know, and like I think that's what made me like really enjoy playing Counter-Strike.
When Trevor was you.
Yeah, Trevor would be with you.
Oh really? He enjoyed
Yeah.
the
he did
Jailbreak
stuff like
too?
he did stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, he did stuff like that.
A lot of the community stuff with CSF.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing
and,
that Global Offensive lacks.
Yeah.
What else, Eli?
Oh, I was just gonna say in the Trouble in Terrorist Town, but that's more like that's on Gmod, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
on Gmod. But you know, it's like CS played like a big part in
Oh, yeah,
obviously, like,
totally.
creating that. So that was really fun.
Yeah.
For my top 3, I'd go with probably like CSGO for number 1, obviously, because we've been hitting the grind on CSGO ever since like springtime. So it's been like 9 months now. I've already put like over 500 hours into it, and I don't know, the game just never seems to get old to me, and like whenever it does get old,
Very
it's just
ironic.
Like,
You're just doing the same
right,
thing. over and
you're
over.
doing the exact same thing over and over again, but you can switch it up so many different ways. You learn.
But you
flash-
just feel yourself getting better at it is the thing.
exactly. So it's almost like it's a new experience, but it's the same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's
Basically
like
describing
it's,
a drug.
yeah, I mean basically, Counter-Strike is a drug. And then my second one would have to be Super Mario World from the SNES. I played the crap out of that game. That game, I probably beat that game like, I don't know, 20 times. I used to try and speedrun that game, do stuff
Right.
like that. That was a super fun game. And then I'd say my third one was probably Modern Warfare 2, actually. I wouldn't pick it over like Counter-Strike or Mario, but I would put it at a solid 3rd spot, because I used to play like Cops and Robbers and like the quick scoping and stuff like that. And I grew up on Xbox 360, and me and my brother we would try to quick scope each other. I was never better than him, but he doesn't play anymore, so maybe I can beat him now.
Yeah. Okay, what about Jesse?
Yeah.
Top 3 games, Jesse.
Yeah. I'm depressed.
What?
What? Why?
Never heard of that one.
Depression Simulator 2018. It's the #1 game of all time. Top of the team charts right now. The test server
mean
is in the
PUBG?
top 10. No, it's called Depression Simulator 2018.
Are you sure it's not PUBG?
Sounds like you're just describing PUBG.
It's pretty great. Like, you can get multiple airdrops and be like kitted out, and then accidentally flip your bike and kill yourself, which is pretty cool. And then you just have depression for the rest of the day. And then like you get to the top, like number, like say number 2. Let's just get to number 2. One person left alive. All you gotta do is kill one person, and then you die. And then you got depression for the rest of it. It's the greatest game. You know?
Yeah.
Very fun. It's really good. Anything can happen. Very, very RNG, but then it becomes skill based. It's a lot more skill based than what people think, and that is why it's top of the Steam charts. Yeah. Another game would have to be Metro 2033.
Ooh, that's a good 2033 or Last Light.
2033. I prefer 2033 over Last Light. Last Light is good, but I like 2033 better. weird preference of mine. I've played through it multiple times. Very good story. You can always play it. And then after that, it'd have to be. This is a tough choice. I'd have to put number 3 spot any Naughty Dog game.
Any Naughty Dog game?
Yes, all Uncharted and The Last of Us and
Oof.
Jack and Daxter and fucking.
So basically, you're cheating on this last spot.
Yeah, and the last one.
No. Choose one. Choose one. Choose one between Uncharted and Last.
I can't though.
Just choose an Uncharted. Just
No, I can't.
do it.
I've played through The Last of Us like 4 times, and I've played through Uncharted 2 like 4 times, and I've played through Uncharted 1 once and 3 like multiple times. I might go back through number 4. Other than that, number 4, Uncharted 4. It was the last one I played, and it was really good. And
It was really good. It's probably the prettiest video game I've played.
yeah, it's so technologically advanced, especially for a console game.
I know.
Console
Naughty Dog's just
only
got
game.
Naughty Dog's just got the PlayStations down to a science.
Yeah, they do. Okay, what's next?
What games are we most looking forward to in 2018?
Oh, I know me and Jesse's.
You guys want to go first?
No, Ben, I'll let you have that one.
No. We'll talk about it together.
Okay, I'll go first then.
Yeah, you go first, Jade.
For me, most I'm looking forward to in 2018 is Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm really hoping, not confident, but I'm hoping we get a PC version. Because otherwise I'm going to have to launch my Xbox, which I haven't done in like 10,000 years.
Just buy a PS4.
Yeah, dude, really.
Why would I buy a PS4 for one game?
First off,
might
you
be worth
buy
it.
PS4 for multiple games. You buy for Uncharted and The Last of Us,
The new God of War.
the new God of War. What else? Other games are releasing like.
I don't know,
like
dude.
we'll get to another game that's releasing for PS4.
Exclusives.
Exclusive.
Sony exclusives. Oh, I found there's Athens.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like Red Dead's the only. I don't know. Just like I said, Red Dead Redemption 1 was one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm just really looking forward to the sequel. And I believe the sequel is actually, story-wise, is a prequel.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it places what, like 30, 40 years.
Yeah, because there's a whole thing that happens at the end of the first one, which I won't say in case you haven't played it. So yeah, I believe it's a prequel.
Isn't Spider-Man supposed to be coming out on PS4 this year?
Yeah, it is.
I thought you were talking about Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption. Drew, what are you talking?
I mean, no, it's just like another PS4.
Yes, yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I mean, it looks solid, but I've never been a big fan.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan.
Are you excited for it, Eli? Is that your most anticipated game? Where are my settlers at?
No.
What do you mean?
Skull and Bone. I've never heard of that one.
Oh.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll let Drew go next because I'm sure Jesse and Ben are gonna take a while.
Alright, well,
decided-
I'd
Oh,
say
what?
that. Ooh.
I'm offended.
You're offended?
Partially.
Well, we're still going to talk about that for 20 minutes.
Oh.
We'll let
Well,
Jesse.
Phew.
Okay, I would say my the two that I'm looking at would be Dragon Ball Fighter Z, because I grew up watching Dragon Ball, and I'm really excited for this one. I've played, I think, almost all of the recent Dragon Ball games to come out. The main one, I do like them. I haven't played Xenoverse 2, but I've heard it's really good. I need to play it. That one comes out January 26th, and then Monster Hunter World, which comes out for Xbox One and PS4 January 26th, but we don't know when it comes out on PC yet. I'm really excited for that one. There's probably like a very small chance of this happening, but I wish that they would open it up to mods, because if they open it up to mods on the PC, I feel like it could do like really well.
Isn't it kind of who makes Monster Hunter? Okay, yeah, isn't Capcom kind of a closed-off company when it comes to that?
Yeah, they normally don't do that sort of stuff. But this is like one of their first PC games. Like they for Monster Hunter and stuff like that.
Yeah. First Monster Hunter on PC.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, go ahead.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding is amazing.
Death Stranding.
Have you
Can't
seen
wait,
the
man.
trailer?
Can't
No.
wait.
Well, go
Have
and
you
watch
not
it.
seen
It's
the new
8
trailer?
minutes long.
I've seen the first trailer. No, I don't want to. I'll watch it later.
8 minutes.
No, I'm posting it.
No. We'll watch it later.
Oh wait. Oh shoot, man.
Okay, let's talk about the trailer, Ben.
Which one? The newest one?
The newest one.
I
The
mean,
Game Award.
you really can't. It's difficult to discuss. I honestly have no idea what's going on. I can give you like a theme.
What we can say is that Kojima is on motherfucking acid.
Yeah, that man.
You posted it like 3 times.
Somebody's spamming in the Discord.
Posted it like 5 or 6 times. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like there's all this stuff that happens. Just go watch the trailer.
Yeah, just go watch the trailer.
Watch it later.
Go watch the
We're
trailer.
not telling you. We're telling everyone else.
Go watch the trailer, dude.
Go watch the trailer.
It's crazy.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah. Death Strand. No.
Death Stranding. I'm pretty hyped for Final Fantasy 15. It's been a long time in the making, but it's finally here. 2018.
I would have actually maybe said Crackdown 3, but that's probably not good. That's never happened.
Crackdown.
I also have. That was a joke because it. Final
didn't
Fantasy
think you
15
played.
released last year.
Oh, I
Ghost
didn't think you
Souls.
liked Final Fantasy anyways.
No, I like Final Fantasy, but it released last year on consoles.
I was actually really confused.
But next year it releases on PC, which is a
Dude.
fact. But that really my answer is Escape from Tarkov.
I mean, there's a Final Fantasy 7 remake coming out on PS4.
It also releases
28.
next year.
Yeah,
PC.
that's pretty cool.
But Escape from Tarkov is my absolute most anticipated game for 2018. Can't wait to play it. I want to play it. It looks awesome. Hardcore FPS. Can't wait to die from a guy that's 100 meters away with one shot to like the head and kill people in 2 shots. Yeah, can't wait.
All right, well, moving on to what I believe is our last topic.
No idea.
Yes,
No.
the E-League Challengers stage.
Ooh.
So, first things first. Valve have announced that they've changed the format of the major slightly.
Essentially the same
basically-
thing. It just has different names.
Yeah. Basically, they've taken what was the major qualifier and they've moved it much closer to the date of the actual major. I believe it's like 2-3 days before the major, and it's essentially part of the major now. It really isn't any different now, other than the fact that all 24 teams will have stickers and will be represented at the, in quotes, the major. It's just that the stages have been slightly renamed, so the major qualifier now is technically part of the major. It's not technically called the qualifier anymore. It's called the challenger stage, and the group stage It's now called the Legend Stage, and the playoffs are now called the Champion Stage. As far as we know, the format's pretty much just going to stay the same. I believe it's still going to be Swiss system. I don't think we have 100% confirmation on that, but we're just going to go off the assumption that it is Swiss system for the qualifier. So 16 teams we hear, yeah, they can go either way. See, Swiss is good in one way for qualifiers because that means technically, in theory, any free team can go through. But the only way I'd like the normal groups for the qualifier is if they actually did real seeding, but been proven time and time again that Valve kind of refuses to do actual seeding. They just do the seeding based off the last major's results, which, you know, could be anywhere between 3 to 6 months before, so, you know, things change.
Mm-hmm.
But 16 teams we have competing in the E-League Challenger stage is FaZe Clan, Cloud9, G2, Team Liquid, Misfits, Renegades, Mouse Sports, Navi, Flipside Tactics, Envious, Space Soldiers, Vega Squadron, Sprout, Tyloo, Avantgarde, and Quantum Accelerator Fire.
Whew.
So who wants to have a go at this first?
You go ahead, Jaden.
Okay.
I was gonna,
No, you go.
I was gonna say that we get stickers for all of these.
Yeah, I
So-
already mentioned that.
Oh, I get my Xantra stickers, Xanterra stickers. So I'm happy
Yeah,
about that. Okay, go ahead, Jade.
Okay, so first off, I think the team that is a clear favorite to get through here and pretty much is capable of beating every single team on this list is FaZe Clan. FaZe are on much higher level than they were when they went on the groups at the last major. Not that they weren't at a high level there, they just kind of had a bad performance, but you know, they're ranked number 2 in the world right now. They've been on a bit of a hot streak lately, and I just don't think any team in this qualifier is going to be able to touch them, honestly. So I have them going out 3-0, my first team to go through. And then I think the team that will follow them through and also go 3-0, I'm actually going to take G2 on this one. G2 have been a little bit inconsistent, but I have a feeling...
Little bit. That's a bit of a understatement. G2 are, as a G2 fan, G2 are probably the most inconsistent.
Yeah, I think G2 will come prepared for this though, and I think they can make their way at least through this stage
Well, hopefully, yeah.
in strong fashion. And then after them, going through, I have Navi. I think this Navi lineup, that'd be my first team to go 3-1. I think this new Navi lineup with Electronics is actually very strong. They had a good showing at DreamHack Winter.
I would
It
agree.
was lesser skilled teams, but still a pretty great showing. Very good final, played against Mouse Sports, and they took it fairly simple fashion. Pun not intended.
Yes, it was.
No, it really wasn't though. But yeah, I think this new Navi roster is strong, and I think that DreamHack Winter was just the beginning for them. So I think this Navi roster is capable of great things. So I think they'll go through for sure. After them, I have Team Liquid going through. They do have a stand-in in Zeus. They can't play with Steel due to the rules, the major rules, the roster lock rules. So they're going to be playing with Steel. I mean, not Steel, but Zeus. But I think even with Zeus in the lineup, I still think the team is very much capable of beating these lower level teams in the qualifier.
I mean, Zeus is better than Rain and Nico,
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Anyways,
obviously.
and I think they can even still be able to compete with the likes of G2, FaZe, and Cloud9 in here, even with Zeus in the roster. Might not be able to win against them, but I believe they'll be able to have close games and maybe steal a map off one of those teams. But I think for sure they'll be able to beat these lower level teams.
Yeah.
Then I have Cloud9 going through. Cloud9 have just been looking very strong, and I think they're more than definitely capable of taking maps off the likes of G2 and Navi, and I think they'll have close games against maybe Liquid and FaZe. And I think they're Cloud9. One thing I will give props to Cloud9 for over Team Liquid is Cloud9 have always generally been very strong about not losing to lower level teams. Sure, they have every once in a while they'll have a tournament where they just get knocked out by some team you've never heard of, but generally they do a good job about not struggling with these lower tier teams, which leads me into my next pick, which is Mousesports. And Mousesports, sure, you can argue they're on a level lower than most of the teams here, but again, much like Cloud9, I think they're sort of a gatekeeper team, and I don't think they lose to these lower level teams that are below them. They don't lose to teams that they shouldn't, and in theory, they should be able to beat most of the teams at this qualifier.
True.
Next team I have going through is Renegades. Renegades have been looking very strong ever since the addition of NAF. Had a great showing in China where they were able to beat Virtus Pro in a best of 3 in the grand final. And they've looked good, fairly good at every tournament that they've played in so far. Haven't had a really big breakout performance yet, but I believe this roster is very strong that they formed. I think for sure they can take the teams that they have here presented them at the qualifier. And the last team I have going through is Flipside. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. Just
The underdog.
They will. That's all I can tell you. They've done it the last 9 majors, so they're gonna somehow find a way.
Is this the 10th one?
Huh?
Is this the 9th or the 10th?
For them,
No. Well, actually, of all majors.
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah. All right, who wants to go next?
I don't know.
I'll-
Jesse, go ahead.
I'll- So, who's gonna get through? We have plenty of teams to pick from. We have 16 teams. Gotta nail it down to 8. Bunch of them are very obvious.
We understand the schematic.
Okay, like FaZe, you know. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do what Jane did. I'm gonna do a 2 teams that are gonna go 3-0, and I feel like Navi's gonna go 3-0 because if it's like the Swedish system, Navi is literally just gonna get like super lucky and get like Misfits and like Envy and Sprout, and like of course Simple's just gonna carry him straight through that. Gonna pull out his backpack, stuff him in there, and I'm like, he's gonna be like, I'm Gandalf, okay? Gonna get on my back, and we're gonna go, and we're just gonna jump up there with his op, and bam, 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 it's over.
Hobbit's not on the team though.
I know he's not,
Yeah.
but Hobbit's not Gandalf,
It's
okay?
true.
And then, of course, Simple's gonna die, but he's always gonna come back because it's Gandalf. Another team that's gonna go 3-0.
Oh,
I
come
feel
on.
like we'll be FaZe because FaZe can just take out whoever,
Yeah.
of course. Then other teams, of course, are gonna go through G2. G2 doesn't go through. I'll shave my head.
Wait, were you really? Is that a bet?
That is.
Were
a
you
bet.
really, Jesse?
I will.
If G2 goes out
Actually, I can't.
or doesn't
do
go
that.
through the major qualifier,
I can't
We
do
have
that
this on record.
because Joanne.
Who
will
cares
break
what
up
Joanne
with
would
me.
think?
Joanne will break up
cares?
with me.
no, she.
No one
Yeah,
cares.
she would
Come
break
on.
up.
No, yeah,
We'll
no.
just
yeah,
show her-
honestly, no one
We'll
cares.
just show her the recording, and if she says that you have to do it, then you have to do it.
She would break up with me. And of course, Team Liquid is gonna get 0-3'd.
What?
What?
You have him on your picks.
I know. I'm just joking. Team Liquid's gonna go 3. Even with Zeus, but Zeus is better than Nico and Rain, so who cares?
Right.
Of course, Renegades have been really good lately. And after that, my picks go as follows. Oh wait, did I say Cloud9? I don't know. I said Cloud9.
I don't think you did.
Cloud9.
What do I do with this caravan? Oh, establish trader out.
Cloud9, that's what you do. Cloud9 is absolutely great right now. They've actually gotten their teamwork down. It's Tarek, Rush, Ska, Automatic, and Stewie. I love Automatic. They got the Asian duo. Man, it's like, but I don't know if like Cloud9 gets matched up against Tyloo. It's like 2 Asians versus 5. I don't know what's gonna happen there. That's gonna be an awesome match. I'm shaking.
It's
my
actually 2 agents versus 3.
head. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fuck.
Peacemaker and
Tai
Bondic.
Lu is different now because now they have Bentet and Bondic.
Oh yeah, Ben 10 actually can't play this major. He had visa
can't?
issues, so they're probably
Oh, so
yeah,
he's Peacemaker.
probably gonna be Peacemaker.
I don't want to look at Peacemaker anymore. Okay, I think Envious will. Like, Envious has been really bad, but RPK is sick. Hopefully Scream will show up. Also, you know, Sixer. XMS.
He just said his name.
Is he just going through the roster?
Yeah, I'm just going through the
Just go-
roster. Happy.
Sixers on the team.
No,
Jesse.
I know. I was like, oh crap, I said Sixer. Oh, but
Jesse, I'll let you say Space Soldiers can go through if you can name me the roster.
I absolutely can.
Uh-huh.
It's Xantares, Paz, Nigan, Major,
What? What?
NGIN,
Engine.
Oh, that's. And
Oh my god.
Calyx. Why?
You clicked on
who
the
cares?
link.
No, I didn't. Shut the Okay, but like, what is a better freaking French roster than RPK, Scream, Sixer, XMS, and Happy? Happy is calling too. He's fucking gonna lurk. He's gonna get so many 1Ds. He's gonna tear the other team apart. FaZe is gonna get destroyed. Say hello to Team Envious. They're gonna win the major. What am I talking about? I haven't even got to the best team in the world. This team hails from a place in not in America. It's on the world. On the world. On America.
No.
On Earth. On Earth, not America. Space soldiers. I want my Xantares stickers now,
Will
please.
you have them?
I will have them. I'm glad another team that is yellow is gonna get stickers because I need more yellow stickers. Also, Xantares is sick. Xantares is really good. Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah,
A little bit of
we don't have
online.
we don't have enough yellow stickers. They look like they're gold, so we can make them look like, hey, look, they're gold stickers. Just yellow. And so I mean that's good news for you, Ben.
For me? Oh yes, because of my Safari mesh.
Yeah, you can just pop that shit on your screen. And then boom, Space Soldiers Xantares right there on the side. Those are my picks.
Okay. So, who would like to go?
I'll go. So my picks are very similar to y'all's. So it starts with FaZe. I believe that they'll go 3 and out. I think they'll just win their first 3 matches. They won't have to do anything else unless they completely screwed over in the Swiss system and have to play like Cloud9, G2, and Liquid. That would be probably their hardest 3 to beat. And then, well, it'd be between Cloud9, G2, and Liquid, or like throw a Navi in there in place of one of those 3. If they have to play 3 out of 4 those 4 teams, it'd be hard for them to go 3-0 in my opinion. But that's all up to the Swiss system and how that works. And then I'd say my second choice would be, I think G2 is gonna go 3-0. If they don't play FaZe Clan, then that would screw up my whole thing. I want to see them do really well this major, and I think it would look really good on their whole organization and stuff for them to do really good and be consistent this major. And then I'd say Navi and Liquid will both go through. Once again, Navi's probably going to be carried by Simple, like Jesse was saying. Simple's been going off lately, and he's been doing really well. And then Simple. And they have Electronic there too to help him out a little bit. They just need to replace Edward. Anyways, and then Liquid, I'd say even with the roster change, they'll be able to do all right because Zeus will be able to in-game call, and it's kind of like coaching but you're in the game. You know what I mean? And then
kind of alleviates some of the pressure off of Nitro.
Right. You know. Then I'd say Renegades will go in also, because with Nifty and Naf in their lineup right now, they're doing really well. And then who else do they have? 1 second. They have Nifty, Naf, Ustalo, AZR, and JKS, and
Azure, Ustalo.
Azure, sorry, whatever. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good lineup that they have right now. So I think the Aussies will go through, 3 out of 5. But anyways, then Space Soldiers, I want them to go through. I want them to do really well. I want to see Nintera's prove us all wrong in the fact that people think he's an onliner or that he's hacking or something. I'd like to see it at a major or at a big event that just go off and go crazy and stuff. And then Cloud9 with their entire roster change and stuff, they're doing great. I think they could definitely be doing better than they have been. But this is just their chance to prove that they're gonna go through and do how we think that they should do and perform at the level that they should be playing at with the parts that they have right now. And then my last pick, it's kind of like a really wild card one, but I don't know. I have a feeling. I get these feelings sometimes, and I'm like, I think this team's gonna make it at least to this point, and I think Vegas Squadron. Something in me is telling me that Vegas Squadron is gonna make it through the challenger stage. And
Man, something inside of me is thinking, man, Drew's stupid.
oh, well, that's what you thought whenever I said.
I just get these feelings.
But I just get these feelings, man. I told you guys last major that Big was gonna beat SK, and it was a best of 1, but they did it. It was on SK's worst map, Big's best map, but that's beside the point. It still matters. I don't know. I just get a feeling that Vegas Squadron is gonna find a way to make it through.
Ben?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I'll look.
Did you forget?
Do I even have picks? I do have picks. Okay, here we go. My first pick was my 3-0 pick will be FaZe, which is an obvious answer. FaZe is probably better than every single person at this qualifier. Second 3-0 pick would be. I'm gonna go for it. Cloud9.
Ooh.
I think Cloud9's gonna really want it to get to. It's an American major, American players, American organization. What more can he ask for? And then my rest of the picks were Liquid, which is probably also an obvious choice. Liquid's playing at a pretty high level, somewhat consistent, I would say. I would easily put them in the top 10. Navi's been looking pretty hot with Electronic, new roster change, and Zeus. How long has Zeus been on the roster?
Well, he left Gambit right after PGO.
So yeah, like
So
6 months now, something like that.
yeah, wow.
By the time they roll around to this major. The weird thing is though, Ben, did you see when they extended their contracts?
I did not know what was that about.
When they extended their contracts, Simple, Edward, and Flamey extended all their contracts.
Yeah.
Zeus is still technically on a trial period. Electronic
Really?
is signed. Like Electronic is signed as an official player, but I believe Zeus is still under an interim.
Huh. That's
As
interesting.
his, third
That is
coach.
that's interesting. I mean, I don't know like the inner workings of the organizations of how Gambit, Navi, and how that works. So I mean, maybe I can't really.
So what you're saying is you don't understand the inner workings of CIS, CSGO.
Exactly. Precisely.
They have the KGB come over and
Personally, I would have rather have seen that. You were that Angel Electronic?
yeah, I think that was the thing.
I was thought that would have been sick because Angel is like what the second highest rated player on Hellraiser.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's stupid, dude. Get that man on a good team. Okay, so Cloud9, Liquid, FaZe, Navi, G2, which is also probably his pick. Probably the second highest skilled roster at the qualifier. Whether they'll make it through. Whatever, they'll make it through.
I can hear the shakiness in your voice there.
Renegades, Renegades, which is I think a cool pick. They've been playing decently at some of these smaller level lands. So I think they have a pretty solid chance of making it through. The NAF Nifty duo is pretty sick. JKS, it's this little trio of North Americans and Australians. I think they remind me of an old Optic Core. Rest in peace. My wild pick is Misfits. They made it to the semis of the most recent EPL LAN, which was Denmark, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, they played a best of 3 against SK and got absolutely pummeled, but they still made it to the semis.
They beat Hellraisers to get there.
They did. They beat Hellraisers. And then Mousesports, which I think is probably a pretty safe pick. Mousesports aren't the best team, nor are Mousesports the worst team. They're just sort of there.
Mouse Sports, like I said, is like a gatekeeper team. I don't expect them to lose to teams lower.
No, yeah, but I don't expect them to be like upsetting.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't even expect them to beat Liquid or Cloud9 in the best of 3 or G2 not. But it's they have skill. They have very skilled players. Oscar, their star player, is insane, like insane. Rops, up and coming young FPL talent.
You also have Oscar, right?
Yeah, I just mentioned Oscar Drew.
Oh, okay.
Are you deaf?
I zoned
Are you
out.
deaf?
I'm sorry.
Are you deaf?
Sorry. Are you deaf, Drew?
Probably.
You got something wrong with deaf people.
He's
Okay, that was Adam. There you go.
But,
I'm back to Civ.
So I think that about wraps this up, doesn't it?
I guess so. Does Eli want to do this?
Actually, no. Like I didn't. I don't have any picks. All I can say is phase up all the way.
that's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah. I mean, FaZe has been playing pretty well.
Sick.
Just phase up, man.
Think that's an appropriate way to end it.
Okay, wait. Let's be real. Ty Lue, Vanguard, Quantum Bellator, Fire, Misfits, and all them. They're going through.
Okay.
FaZe
FaZe is not. FaZe is going to get 0-3 again. Flipside is going to get through. Vega's going to get through. All the teams that we think are going to get through, not going to get through. Okay, this is going to be the weirdest major ever. We thought PGL was weird. This is going to be even weirder. Okay, expect the worst out of this major.
I'm just expecting it to be boneless.
What?
I mean, if it doesn't have any bones in it, then it's boneless.
What?
I'm just saying.
I don't understand.
If it doesn't have bones in it, then it's boneless.
That is the definition of boneless.
That
Yes.
is correct.
I'm just saying, don't put that shit in my fucking pizza, man.
I'm only gonna look that up now.
Anyway, I think that's a good note to end it on. So, anyways, this has been the first episode of the Fallcast Podcast. That's the official name, Drew. We're sticking with it.
Okay.
Keep moving forward.
Why
Hope
can't
you
it just be
enjoy
the
it.
Fallcast?
Because it sounds better. I don't know.
Fallcast Podcast.
Fallcast Podcast. Say it real quick, Jesse.
Fallcast Podcast.
FCPC.
What?
Did you put bones in?
Encounter Packer?
Okay, what?
Anyways, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully we'll make another one sometime soonish, not like a year later like we did this time. Even though you didn't see the last one. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time.